we've got some Big East volleyball today at the Al McGuire Center. The number 25 Marquette Golden Eagles squaring off against the DePaul Blue Demons in the opening game of the conference play for the 2021 season. I'm Dan Abington, and today we've got two high-level volleyball teams looking to go 1-0 in their conference lid lifter. Marquette comes into this evening with an overall record of 4-2, ranked at number 25 in the country. Last up for the Golden Eagles was a sweep of number 19 Creighton in a weekend against the Blue Jays that the Golden Eagles split 1-1. Marquette clearly lost a lot of talent in the offseason, including most of the starting lineup, but head coach Ryan Tice has reloaded his roster and received major contributions from a whole lot of players. For DePaul, on the other hand, this is the first time in competition in 447 days, and they've got a tough road ahead with two matchups against Marquette this weekend. The starters for today's matchup for the Golden Eagles, they're going with their normal starting seven. Claire Mosier at setter, Hannah Vandenberg, Hope Wirch, Taylor Wolf at the outside hitter spots, Claire Neusmeyer and Savannah Rennie, the two middle blockers, and Katie Shesso is the Golden Eagles libero in her junior season. Meanwhile, for DePaul, Donna Brown is the highlight, the middle hitter out of Galloway, Ohio, preseason All-Big East this year. Alongside her, for the Blue Demons, Emma Price, Avari Evans-Allen, Isabel Banez, Molly Murhey, Hannah Carl, and Meredith Wallace. The Blue Demons in the first game of the 2021 season, they have not gotten off to any start just yet. They're projected to finish third in the Big East Midwest Division, though, behind Creighton and Marquette. And this DePaul team has a lot of talent on their roster, namely Brown, who's on the preseason All-Big East team, and they will provide an interesting matchup for a tough Marquette team today. Marquette has won the last 18 matchups between these two teams and leads the all-time series 36-28. DePaul starting this one out on the service line. Vandenberg smashes this one into the back row, and that one goes off the hand of Banez. That'll be a Marquette point. Golden Eagles go up 1-0 early. Vandenberg gets the kill. Hannah Vandenberg, number 2 for the Golden Eagles, sophomore out of Little Chute, Wisconsin. And now Katie Shesso goes back to the service line. Blue Demons get this one up. Set it over to their right side, and Marquette block. Can't get up there in time. There's DePaul's first kill of the season. That's number 2, Emma Price, the senior from California. Also played basketball back in high school. DePaul serves this one. Shesso, Mosier sets this one up for Taylor Wolf. That one went off the face of a DePaul player, and Savannah Rennie is there to clean up the scraps. Rennie gets her first kill of the day. The transfer out of the University of Cal Berkeley. Taylor Wolf put quite a hard hit on that ball. Wolf, one of the newcomers to this Marquette team, as well as Rennie, certainly both making their impact known throughout the year. 2-1 Marquette leads. Whistle is blown pretty much right away, and that is a Marquette point. Looks like it was an error in the lineup for DePaul. Out of formation early. So Taylor Wolf going back to the service line. That one counts as an ace. Wolf, who plays outside hitter, right side hitter, and setter for this Golden Eagles team. She's going to set this one. DePaul gets it up. Back over to Marquette. Wolf sets it up for Hope Wirch. They get it back up. DePaul puts this one over. Shesso diving dig. Wirch out of the back row this time. And it's too hot for DePaul to handle. Hope Wirch gets her first kill of the day. Wirch, the 2019 All-Big East and AVCA All-East Coast region. She's really the one returning starter for this Golden Eagles team that lost Allie Barber, Lauren Speckman, Madeline Mosier, Martha Konovadoff. Marquette lost a whole lot of talent, but Hope Wirch returns. Wolf sends this one over. DePaul gets it back up. Marquette's block once again can't get there in time. KJ Lyons and Savannah Rennie both got their hands on it, but that one goes out of bounds. Banez heading back to serve for DePaul. Sends this one over. Shesso gets it up. Wolf. KJ Lyons, a transfer from Pacific, sends this one just a bit long. And it will be another DePaul point. 4-3 Marquette leads now. And Banez getting instructions from her head coach, Marie Zidek. There's a service error from Banez. She sent that one directly into the net. So Vandenberg will come on to serve for the Golden Eagles now. Hannah Vandenberg, the sophomore, sends it over. Bit of a mishandle by DePaul, and they're going to have to give up a free ball. Wolf sets this one up for Rennie. Down goes that one. Savannah Rennie, such a powerful arm out of the middle. For Marquette, she provides a crucial spot in an area where Marquette hasn't been great recently. Since Jenna Rosenthal graduated, Marquette kind of had a loss at the middle blocker spot, but Rennie has picked up the slack. DePaul sends this one over. Vandenberg gets it up. Wolf sets it up for KJ Lyons. That one went down hard. Lyons gets the kill, and Marquette goes up 7-3 early. Marquette, a completely new-look team this year after losing so many crucial players to graduation, not just in the spring last year, but also at the winter term, as Vandenberg sends that one into the net, 7-4. But Marquette, without Speckman, Sandy Moore, Martha Konovadoff, Allie Barber, the all-time kills leader, Gabby Martinez, Madeline Mosier, Gwyn Jones, and Elizabeth Orff. All of those players no longer on the Marquette roster, and most of them had a pretty big impact last year. So a completely new-look Marquette team, but we haven't seen them really miss a step so far. DePaul sends this one back over. Lines. Wolf, Wirch a little tip shot, and that one finds its way to the floor. Hope Wirch so tricky with her shot selection. An excellent choice there to send it over. And Marquette heads up 8-4. Savannah Rennie back to the service line as Carly Scrawback heads on for the Golden Eagles. The defensive specialist transfer from Tennessee Tech. Rennie serves long. 8-4 now. Or 8-5 actually, as Rennie sent that one a few yards past it where it should have. And DePaul will get the serve now. That's Hannah Carl, the freshman for the Blue Demons. Carl sends this one wide. That was a high arcing serve, and it did not find the spot where she wanted it to. So Marquette now 9-5. Lyons went back to serve, but she will now be subbed out for Claire Mosier. Marquette setter now. The Golden Eagles have an interesting situation at setter now, considering Mosier comes in to play in the back three rows, but when she gets to the top three rotations, Taylor Wolf takes over as setter, and Marquette brings in an extra outside hitter. The Marquette block gets up, but sends that one out of bounds. 10-5 as Meredith Wallace gets the kill. This DePaul team also lost a lot of talent in the offseason. They have been benefiting from 3 transfers, Molly Murphy, Meredith Wallace, and a few other freshmen that have come in really have been making the rotation so far in DePaul's early scrimmages and practice. Blue Demons send this one high and wide. Marquette point. 10-6, Golden Eagles lead. Back comes Hannah Vandenberg. And Hope Wirch back at the service line now, as Wallace was charged with the attack error there. 10-6, Golden Eagles. Wirch sends this one. Dug up. Set to the far side. Is blocked by the Golden Eagles. Claire Nussmeyer and Taylor Wolf getting up for the block. 11-6, Marquette. Claire Nussmeyer has been instrumental for the Golden Eagles so far this year. Even though she didn't play much in her true freshman season this year, she's been in the starting lineup. And DePaul there, too much to handle. Avari Evans-Allen sends that one over. Marquette really can't handle it. The block got up, but went right between their hands. 11-7 now. Bit of a calm serve there from DePaul. Rennie gets it over, dug up. This one's set to the outside. Vandenberg gets a hand on it. Still up. Now it's down. That one hit the pin. 12-7. Katie Chesso gets back to the service line. Marquette has now made a full rotation. 12-7. Evans-Allen goes between the block, and that one finds the back corner. 12-8 now. These teams kind of trading points here and there. Vandenberg, Wirtz, and Rennie all with 2 kills for Marquette. Chesso, Mosier, Rennie once again, back corner. Savannah Rennie puts one right where DePaul wasn't. Split the gap. And Marquette now up 13-8. That gives Rennie 3 kills on the day. That's a game high. And she's hitting .600. 3 kills, 5 attacks. Taylor Wolf back to serve. Wolf transferred to Marquette from Green Bay, and she has provided an instant spark for the Golden Eagles. DePaul puts this one up. Wolf sets it for Rennie, who gets blocked. I was just talking about how she has no errors, and now she has one. The broadcaster's curse. 13-9 now. Banez heading back to serve for DePaul. Marquette gets this one up. Vandenberg smashes it right down into the middle. Right in front of the DS. No chance for DePaul on that one. 14-9, Marquette goes up. Haven't heard much from Donna Brown yet for DePaul. We'll see if she's able to get going soon. I'm sure Marquette's scouting report focused in on her. Vandenberg for Wolf. KJ Lyons gets blocked. That one went into the face of Savannah Rennie. Took a tough bounce. KJ Lyons gets the error. 14-10. That one was Donna Brown and Emma Price on the block. And now DePaul heading back to serve again. Great block from the Blue Demons. Put 4 hands up in Lyons' face, and not much you can do, especially when you're coming off an injury like KJ Lyons is. Chesso, Wolf, Vandenberg, and Banez couldn't handle it. Isabel Banez, the libero, couldn't get her hands fully on that one. And it heads right into the ground. 16-10. Well, 15-10, actually. Scoreboard updating slowly here. Great up there from the Golden Eagles. Lines. Oh, that one was tricky. Went between the block, off the inside hand of the middle blocker, and found its way into the back corner. Now it's 16-10 for the Golden Eagles. Rennie heading to the service line. No way for DePaul to have stopped that one in the back line. Rennie serves. This one goes long too. There's 2 service errors for Savannah Rennie in a season where she's been serving pretty well for the Golden Eagles. 10 aces, only 10 errors. She's had to serve a lot for this Marquette team as the middle, especially as a veteran. You don't want Nussmeier serving right now, so you're going to go to the player that has a bit more experience. As there goes Claire Nussmeier, smacks one down. Nussmeier gets her first kill of the day. She's hitting 1,000. 17-11. The Golden Eagles go up. Nussmeier put that one straight down the line and made the DePaul player go into a split for it. 17-11 Golden Eagles. Claire Moser serving. Backline attack. Chesso gets it up. Moser. Marquette's just going to force this one over. Banez to her setter. Evans Allen. Chesso gets this one back up. Here's a swing off the outside hand. Taylor Wolf gets the kill, and that is going to prompt a DePaul timeout. The Marquette Golden Eagles go up 18-11 in this frame. Marquette taking a lot of points here in the past couple, and it hasn't been due to sloppy play from DePaul. It's just been a lot of Marquette attacks that have found their way to the floor. This Marquette team really shoves it down your throat. They have a whole lot of players that can bring the attack. Hannah Vandenberg, Big East All-Freshman team, preseason All-Big East for this season. Hope Wirtz, 2017 Big East Freshman of the Year, 2019 All-Big East, 2021 preseason All-Big East. Taylor Wolf, 2-time Horizon League Player of the Year, 2-time All-American, preseason All-Big East this year for the Golden Eagles. Claire Nussmeier, Savannah Rennie, Breanne Ashley, KJ Lyons. This Marquette team has so many weapons that can fire at you so quickly. And as a defense, you have no idea which arm that ball is going to. So that really relies on the setters, Taylor Wolf and Claire Moser, to really distribute the ball well, and they certainly have been so far for the Golden Eagles, as Vandenberg has 3, Wirtz has 3, lines his 2 kills, 1 for Wolf, 1 for Nussmeier, and 3 for Rennie. That's not something you see for every team, as DePaul has just 3 players that have gotten on the scoreboard with a kill so far today. The Blue Demons, however, going to have some growing pains here in their first game. They have to learn a lot in an early season because they've got Marquette twice, then they play against UWM at home on Tuesday, and then it's right back into Big East play. They've got Xavier, Butler, and Creighton, and that's it before they head into the Big East Conference Tournament play. We will resume play here at the MUVB Center. Marquette sends this one into the back row. Price couldn't get her hand on it. There's a kill for Hope Wirch. 19-11 for Marquette now. Mosier back to serve again. Banez to her setter. This one finds the floor, split the block. Wolf and Nussmeier couldn't get coordinated enough, and that one splits the 4 hands up there, finds its way into the middle of the floor. 19-12. Ellison, service ace. That one dipped and took a tough angle to Vandenberg. Couldn't handle it. There's a reception error for Hannah Vandenberg and a service ace for Sierra Ellison. This one into the net. So she got her team a point on the service line and took away a point too. 20-13 now. Marquette leads. Wirch heading back to the service line now. Hope Wirch with 4 kills on the day. Kind of a jack of all trades for the Golden Eagles and provides an important veteran presence for Marquette. Mosier for Nussmeier. No one's in the back row. Claire Nussmeier sends this one to the back tape. And Marquette now up 21-13. Hope Wirch serving once again. Pretty play there from Claire Nussmeier. Got a great set from Mosier and able to find the back line. High arcing serve there from Hope Wirch. Deneman takes a swing, and that one finds its way between the Golden Eagles. Looked like it was tipped by someone on Marquette. Marquette talking to their coach Ryan Tice. Potential challenge, maybe not. Doesn't look like Tice is going to take one here. DePaul makes a few substitutions. Chesso up for Mosier. Here's the swing by Nussmeier. They get it back up. Tough swing for DePaul. Chesso back up. Marquette going to give him a free ball. Banez setting this one up. Outside attack. Chesso puts it back in the air. Vandenberg just a little tip. Long rally here. Potentially the longest of the game. Wirch gets it up. Back row attack. Hope Wirch. Out of bounds. Well, that one looked close. Almost found the back corner. But DePaul takes the long rally. 21-15. The Blue Demons still within striking distance. Marquette's got to close this one out. Mosier up for Vandenberg, but Banez puts it back in the air. Bit of a weird attack now. And Hope Wirch mishandles it. 21-16. DePaul slowly inching their way back, but they're going to need a lot more points here if they want to take set 1 from the Golden Eagles. Mosier up for Taylor Wolf. Off the block, out of bounds. Taylor Wolf gets a point for Marquette. 22-16 now. Chesso going back to the service line. Marquette's libero out of Mukwonago, Wisconsin. Over 2,000 digs in her high school career. Last season played in 96 sets, made 53 digs as the backup DS. Mosier has to get this one up in a strange manner, and that one go off the block. No, it did not. That's going to be a DePaul point. 22-17 on the attack error from Hannah Vandenberg. Marquette with a lot of homegrown talent on this team. Whole lot of players in this Marquette rotation out of Wisconsin. Claire Mosier out of Waterloo. Hannah Vandenberg from Little Chute. Hope Wirch from Neenah, Wisconsin. Katie Chesso, Mukwonago. This Marquette team really loves getting players from Wisconsin. And it certainly is a good state for volleyball, as the number 1 team in the country in the preseason was the Badgers up in Madison. There's going to be a ball handling error by Murhey. Marquette's going to bring in a few subs now. Looks like KJ Lines and Breanne Ashley in place of Wirch and Wolf. Or maybe Mosier and Wirch, actually. Wolf at the service line. Bit of a mishandle by DePaul. And Marquette's going to get a chance. Big swings from Savannah Rennie. Puts it right down the middle of the floor. That is the toughest place for a defense to defend. Especially when Savannah Rennie is able to put it in the back row too. And that is going to prompt a bit of a stoppage here. Looks like a DePaul timeout was called. Down 24-17. May as well trying to get your team back into it. Down 24-17. You need 8 straight points here. At least 7, actually, in order to stave off a Marquette set point. I'm Dan Abington, calling this game between the Marquette Golden Eagles and the DePaul Blue Demons at the Al McGuire Center. Marquette number 25 in the country. DePaul in their season lid lifter. The Golden Eagles come into the game at 4-2 off a big weekend where they swept Creighton on Saturday, even though they lost in 5 to the Blue Jays the day before. Coach Ryan Tice giving his team some advice. Tice here in his 7th season at Marquette, the 5th head coach in program history. Previously was the head coach at Ohio. And he was an assistant at Florida, Northwestern, Indiana, and Eastern Illinois, all before coming to Marquette. And he's taken Marquette the furthest any MU coach ever has. His career record heading into the season for the Golden Eagles, 147-53. Quite an impressive career so far for head coach Ryan Tice, and he's got a lot more ahead of him. We'll resume play. A weird serve. Line sends it just out of bounds. That one took a strange trajectory out of the hand of Lines. And DePaul's going to take the point, 24-18. Banez back at the service line. Lines to Wolf, and Rennie gets blocked. DePaul puts 2 players right up in the front. That was Donna Brown, the 6'2 junior middle hitter out of Galloway, Ohio. All Big East team last year, preseason All Big East this year, and you can see why when she challenges at the net. Hannah Vandenberg sends this one. It's going to be a DePaul point. They ruled no touch. Attack error by Hannah Vandenberg, and it's 24-20. Never mind, Ryan Tice going to challenge this one. Brings out the green card, and they're going to head to the scorer's table to see if this one was touched by the Blue Demons. As far as the stats go, Hope Wirch and Savannah Rennie, each with 4 kills for the Golden Eagles. Vandenberg has 3, maybe 4, depending on the call here. 2 for Lines, Wolf, and Neusmeyer. Taylor Wolf leading the way assist-wise for the Golden Eagles with 9. Mosier has 4. Katie Shesso has 2. Diggs, Shesso leads the way, as you would expect a libero to. She's got 5. And 3 for Mosier and Vandenberg. Price leads all scorers with 5 kills on the day. She's hitting .455. She's taken 11 total swings, the most of anyone in today's game. And looks like this call has been reversed. So Marquette takes the set on a challenge, and the Golden Eagles take the first one 25-19 and go up 1-0 over the DePaul Blue Demons in set number 1 at the Al McGuire Center. Welcome back to this matchup between the Marquette Golden Eagles and the DePaul Blue Demons. I'm Dan Abington. Marquette took set number 1, 25-19, and the Golden Eagles go up 1-0 on the DePaul Blue Demons here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Marquette, number 25 in the country, taking on their first Big East opponent in official Big East play of the season. It was weird. Last week they played against Creighton, but it was a non-conference tilt in both of the games that they played because both teams wanted to have more important non-conference games that would matter for their RPI later on in the season. And for Marquette, it's definitely going to help having defeated the Blue Jays, number 19 team in the nation. Some stat updates from that first set. Marquette had 18 kills overall compared to just 9 for DePaul and had a better hitting percentage as well. Vandenberg, Wirtz, and Rennie each had 4 kills for Marquette. Wolf led the way with 9 assists for the Golden Eagles, and Katie Shesso had 5 digs. Meanwhile, for DePaul, it was Emma Price with 5 kills who led the way. Murphy had 9 assists and 4 digs from the libero Banez in set number 1. Now, here ready for set number 2. Golden Eagles, they're in their championship blue, and DePaul is in their royal blue uniforms. A bit confusing, but hey, that's all right. As Denneman, Allison Denneman that was, took the big swing on the first play of the set and gets the kill for DePaul. So Marquette goes down 1-0. Presley back at the service line. Mosier for Neusmeyer. That's a tough ball for DePaul. And the Golden Eagles tie it back up 1-1. Neusmeyer went across right there and was able to hit it off the hands of a few Blue Demons. Now Katie Shesso back to the service line for Marquette. Shesso serves this one. That one was down the line and a weird angle. And a kill from the back row there for DePaul. Looked like that one was Hannah Carl, number 19, the outside hitter from Carlsbad, California, in a volleyball family. Her younger sister, who's only 15 years old, is committed to play beach volleyball at Southern California. Marquette returns this one back over the net. Another swing for Carl. Mosier up to Vandenberg. That one in the back row, and DePaul's not going to get there for the second touch. 2-2 is now the score. Hannah Vandenberg got the kill. Now leads Marquette with 5. Vandenberg, such a powerful arm. Really came on last season for the Golden Eagles after the injury to Caitlin Lines. And now, here she is, preseason All-Big East. Lines gets this one up. Wolf back for Lines. DePaul puts it back in the air. Looks like it's going to be a ball handling error against, or a block error actually. That one goes against Donna Brown. Shesso hyping up her teammates. Has really stepped into the libero role quite well this season after the graduation of Martha Konovadoff in December. Wolf sends it over. Good dig from Shesso. Wolf, back row attack for Wirtz. Puts that one right into the middle. A little roll shot for Hope Wirtz, and Marquette goes up 4-2. Taylor Wolf still at the service line for Marquette on a bit of a run here. Wolf. Tough dig there for DePaul, but they got down for it. That one slammed down right in front of Katie Shesso. Donna Brown gets her first kill of the day. She's now hitting .250 with 4 total attacks. And now Rachel Krasowski is serving. That one's long. Krasowski now with a service error, and Marquette takes the 5-3 advantage. Vandenberg. Dug up by Banez. Murphy over to Carl. Pancake by Wolf. Thought it was. Actually, that one hit the ground. So now it's 5-4 as Hannah Carl gets the kill. Wolf thought she got her hand under that one for what's called a pancake, but no good. So it'll be 5-4. DePaul heading back to the service line. Hannah Carl now to serve. Out a weird ball out of the hand of Hannah Carl, and that one finds the middle of the floor. Shesso couldn't get down in time, and it is now 5-5 as Hannah Carl gets a service ace. Miscommunication from the Golden Eagles. Carl serving again. Another ace for Hannah Carl. Hope Wirtz got an arm on it, and Rennie couldn't track it down in time. 2 straight aces for Hannah Carl. The freshman making an impact in her first matchup. 2 kills, now 2 aces. Responsible for 4 points. Carl serving once again with her team having the lead. Lines gets this one up safely. Rennie. DePaul trying to track this one down. They're going to give up a free ball if they do. And they get it back over. Wolf set it up, and Lines has to put it over weirdly. Strange attack from the back row there. Hit off the top of the tape. Huge swing there from Hope Wirtz. Banya has got her arms under it, but couldn't do enough. Hope Wirtz gets the point for Marquette. Tied up at 6. A play we saw on that short little run from Marquette was a slide from Savannah Rennie, which was kind of the key for Jenna Rosenthal a few years ago, and Gwyn Jones was so good at it last season. As that one out of bounds. Looked like it hit off the pin. An attack error from Allison Denneman. And now Rennie back at the service line for some more. 7-6. Rennie. That one could have been an error, and it is. That's an attack error, or a ball handling error, my apologies, against Donna Brown. Looked like she tried to set one up, and it's not easy to have setter hands. Rennie serving once again. Brown swings. Block made by Marquette. Neusmeyer up in the front row. Makes a huge block for the Golden Eagles. 9-6 on the attack error from Brown. That was Neusmeyer and KJ Lines who got up to block it. Mostly Neusmeyer on that one, as shown on the replay. That one dumped over by the setter. Lines going to take a big swing. Got back up by DePaul. Actually hit the ground. The Blue Demons thought they got it back up, but referees said otherwise. KJ Lines now up to 4 kills on the day. Senior outside hitter from the University of the Pacific. Transferred to Marquette after her sophomore year. There's an attack error, or a service error rather, by Savannah Rennie. But Lines last year was having a huge season for the Golden Eagles. 2.57 kills and just over 1.3 digs per set. 15 blocks, 19 aces, 13 errors. She was playing all 6 rotations and then suffered a major knee injury and had to be out for the remainder of the season. The COVID cancellation of the fall might have actually been great for Lines and her health, and now she's able to play the second half of the senior season. 11-7 now as Avery Evans-Allen sends that one long. And Claire Mosier back on. The younger sister of Madeline Mosier has been around the team for quite a long time because she had the 2 years that Madeline was on when she wasn't. Mosier's also have a younger sister, Brooke, who's committed to the University of Illinois, one of the top programs out of the Big Ten. Here's a swing for DePaul. We're going to get another one as Marquette's block was there, and Shesso lets it go. That'll be another attack error. That's this one by Denneman. DePaul swinging just 190 on the day and .067 in the second set. Mosier back at the line. We'll see if DePaul can get a clean playoff here. Evans-Allen, she does. She took that one down the line. Shesso couldn't dive on it in time, and it's 12-8 as Avery Evans-Allen gets her third kill. Beautiful placement there from Evans-Allen. She had 4 hands in her face from Neusmeyer and Wirtz, and she sends it to the one spot where Shesso can't get there. Wolf took a swing. This one sent back. Out of bounds. I believe that one was Emma Price, her first error on the day. 12 total attacks, only one error, hitting .333. Hope Wirtz now serving. 13-8, Golden Eagles up. Wirtz sends this one into the middle, and it's an ace. Hope Wirtz gives her team a 14-8 advantage as Hannah Carl couldn't handle the heat. Beautiful serve from Hope Wirtz. She can do it all on the court. She plays all 6 rotations. She's a great server, great on the attack, and very strong in the back line as well. As this one going to prompt a DePaul timeout. Marquette leads 14-8. But a major storyline this year surrounding the Marquette team is the incredible turnover that the Marquette Golden Eagles have had to go through on their roster. I mentioned it earlier, but some incredible key losses for the Golden Eagles due to graduation. Lauren Speckman, Allie Barber, Madeline Mosier, and Gwyn Jones all graduated back in the spring as they were supposed to, and those were major losses as it was. Speckman was the starting setter. Allie Barber, Marquette's all-time kills leader, potentially the most decorated player in Marquette history, let alone Marquette volleyball history. Mosier and Jones both played really big roles in their time here. Jones is only here for a season, but she put up 71 blocks for the Golden Eagles and had over 1.5 kills per set. And then at the winter term, Marquette lost Sandy Moore, Martha Konovadoff, who was an All-American libero, Gabby Martinez, and Elizabeth Orff, who's now at Memphis. So Marquette lost all those players, and in addition, Sarah Rose, who wears number four for the Golden Eagles, not currently on the active roster because in the fall she was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, a pediatric strain of cancer, and she has had to forego her senior season and live at home in order to fight through it. She's progressing quite well through all of her treatments so far. 31 total weeks, or 31 total sessions, I believe, of either chemotherapy or radiation. So all the best goes out to Sarah Rose. But Marquette has reloaded their roster so far this year, and the Golden Eagles have not showed any sign of slowing down. 4-2 overall, number 25 in the country. As we resume play at the McGuire Center. Hope Wirtz serves it up. Avery Evans-Allen smacks one down. Marquette gives up that point as Evans-Allen puts it down for DePaul. Now Marquette trying to get it back, and that one too much for DePaul to handle. I believe that's Neusmeyer that got the kill. And now Shesso in the white jersey heading back to serve. Tough to make up for the loss of an All-American libero like Martha Konovadoff. Had 4.25 digs per set last year, but Shesso has filled the role extremely well for the Golden Eagles this season. I say as she shanks an attack there. That one came right at her hands, and she sent it back into the bleachers. So it is now 15-10 as DePaul gets another point back. Evans-Allen with another kill. Now Vandenberg getting a swing from Marquette, puts it off the hands of the blockers, and it finds its way to the ground. 16-10. Hannah Vandenberg up to 6 kills for Marquette, tied with Wirtz for the team lead. Marquette 26 total kills, just 6 errors, and the Golden Eagles are hitting an astronomical 571 in this set. No errors, 14 total attacks, and 8 kills. Wolf now serving. Price gets stuffed at the line. Savannah Rennie and KJ Lines. 4 hands up in her face. Marquette 16-10. This one sent back over by DePaul. Vandenberg gets a swing, and that one's out of bounds. So now it'll be DePaul back with the serve. Krasowski going back to the line again. 17-11 Marquette leads. Rachel Krasowski serves. Wirtz. Wolf. Lines right to the back line. Fitting for her last name. And Marquette goes up 18-11. Golden Eagles, as I mentioned, such a multifaceted attack. You never know who's going to be the hot hand, or the hot arm, I guess I should say, on that night. So there's no way to prepare for 6 or 7 swings on the court at once. Rennie sets this one up for lines. That one gets to the ground. Savannah Rennie, the veteran play. She's not a setter, but she looked like one right there. Would probably be one of the tallest setters in the NCAA. As Savannah Rennie gives Marquette a 19-11 advantage. On the replay, line split in the block. And here is a service ace for the Golden Eagles. Hannah Vandenberg sent that one into a spot. That DePaul couldn't handle it. Miscommunication from the Blue Demons. Timeout DePaul as Marquette goes up 20-11 over their rivals from Chicago. The Golden Eagles paced by 6 kills each from Vandenberg, Wirtz, and Lines, and then 4 from Nussmeier and Rennie. Such a strong attack for this Golden Eagles team. Wolf has 13 assists. Claire Mosier has 8, 2 for Shesso. Shesso leads the way in digs for all active players with 6. Banez has 4 digs for DePaul. Evans Allen and Price each have 5 kills. And Murphy with 14 assists for the Blue Demons. This DePaul team, another team that has experienced a lot of turnover in the offseason. A few transfers that they've had to deal with. Maddie Norris, Natalie Hayward, and Alana Bregman all transferred out to start the season to Quincy, Tennessee, and Butler. They also graduated one of their strongest attackers, Brittany Maxwell. She graduated and is now playing in Finland. She was 2-time All-Big East, had 443 kills a season ago. And they lost Mackenzie Savage, Claire Anderson, and Katie Dolan, all 3 of whom were contributors to their team. Dolan was the starting setter, and Savage had a lot of time on the court for the Blue Demons. So they've had to reload, brought in transfers, they brought in freshmen, and today's their first matchup. And it's not easy going against number 25 team in the country for your first game in 447 days. So definitely going to be some growing pains for DePaul, and they've got to figure it out quickly, considering they do not have a lot of games before the Big East title game in April. Big swing here from DePaul as we resume. And they're going to give a free ball up. Wolf sets this one up. Wirtz got blocked at the line. Banez up for her teammate. Marquette block gets hands on it, but that one heads out of bounds. 20-12 as Donna Brown gets her second kill of the day. And now Carl going back to the service line. This DePaul team, coached by Marie Zedek in her 3rd season, 6th head coach in program history. Her assistants Nick Vogel and Aaron Higgins. They've built a pretty strong team for the Blue Demons, projected 3rd in the Midwest Division in the Big East this year, behind Creighton, who got 1st, and Marquette, who was just a point behind. As a big swing on the slide from Savannah Rennie. That is such an important play for a middle blocker to have, and Savannah Rennie absolutely nails it right into the back corner. I mentioned that was the Jenna Rosenthal special, and Gwyn Jones, after a few years at Auburn, was kind of a specialist in it as well. And she showcases her skill right there. Megan Lund comes on for Marquette to serve now. Lund, quite an interesting story. Went from manager for Marquette to a practice player, now fully rostered. That certainly due to a lot of the turnover on the Marquette roster, but Lund now getting some playing time when last year she certainly wasn't. Ball handling error against DePaul is called, so Marquette gets the point. 22-12. Marquette somehow keeps that ball up. Brown gets blocked, and I think Zedek is going to challenge this one on the attack error by Donna Brown, because it looked like DePaul thought that that ball hit the ground. Let's check out the replay. It's close. Definitely close. Scrawback, actually, is how she pronounces it. Thought she got that one back up, but the call is reversed. It's 22-13 instead of 23-12. Tough reversal for the Golden Eagles. But now DePaul will serve. Low serve. This one up the front row for lines. And it will be a Marquette point. 23-13 now. Mosier going to trot onto the court, as well as Brianne Ashley. Marquette trying to keep some fresh legs for some of their starters. Hope Wirtz seeing some time off the floor. Savannah Rennie as well. May as well when you're up 10 points in the second set. Big swing from DePaul, and that's going to be blocked at the net by Nussmeier and Brianne Ashley. 24-12 set point for the Golden Eagles here in the second. Nussmeier up to 4 blocks on the day. Mosier serves, low serve. DePaul going to get a swing, blocked. Can they keep it in? Nope. Marquette takes set number 2, 25-12. The attack error by Meredith Wallace, blocked by Brianne Ashley. And that gives Marquette a 2-1 advantage heading into the third and potentially final set at the McGuire Center. So Marquette takes set number 2, 25-12, behind a well-balanced attack. 6 kills for Vandenberg, Wirtz, and Lines. Rennie with 5 kills, 4 for Nussmeier. Wolf up to 14 assists. Mosier with 8. Nussmeier has 4 blocks now for the Golden Eagles. Marquette has 9 total. Chesso still with 6 digs, and a lot of other players making contributions in that column for the Golden Eagles. Meanwhile, for DePaul, 5 kills for Price. She was held scoreless throughout that set. And Evans Allen has 5 in addition. 14 assists for the setter Murphy, and 4 digs for Isabel Banez, the libero. So we'll take a quick break here. When we come back, third set of action between Marquette and DePaul in Big East Conference play, so stay tuned. Welcome back to some Big East volleyball. Dan Avington here on the call of Marquette versus DePaul in the Big East Conference play opener at the McGuire Center. Marquette leads 2-0 as the Golden Eagles took the second set 25-13. Marquette with an incredibly well-balanced scoring attack. 18 kills in the first set, 11 in the second. More sloppy play from DePaul in the second set than there was in the first. It was mostly just Marquette shoving it down their throat in the first, but in the second, 9 errors on 28 attacks. A total hitting percentage of 0, 9 kills and 9 errors. And Marquette getting a whole lot of scoring here. 6 kills from Vandenberg, Wirtz, and Lines, 5 from Rennie, and 4 for Nussmeier. So DePaul's defense going to need to do a whole lot here in the next few minutes if they want to come out with the win. DePaul at the service line for this one, and Hannah Vandenberg gets a scoring started for the Golden Eagles. Marquette goes up 1-0 in set number 3. Now Katie Chesso, the libero, at the line in Marquette's rotation. Still the same starters for the Golden Eagles, of course. We'll see if Coach Tice uses his substitutions a bit more liberally as the match goes forward. Denneman going to get a swing. That one off the hands of Marquette's block. I think that was off Savannah Rennie, top of her hands. So 1-1 is the score here at this conference matchup. The serve from DePaul. Vandenberg, Mosier, Wolf. Wolf tries to punch it back over, but DePaul takes it. Evans Allen gets blocked. Mosier gets down for it. Chesso, back row attack from Wirtz, so dangerous. And that one goes off the hands of DePaul and out of bounds. Hope Wirtz gets her 7th kill. She is incredibly scary to see coming down the chute for the Golden Eagles. When Hope Wirtz gets a back row swing, it's almost like a front row swing for anyone else. She is so strong from that 6-foot line. This one set up to the outside for DePaul, and Emma Price puts it down. 3-2. Or 2-2, actually. Scoreboard malfunction. Marquette leads 2-0 here over the DePaul Blue Demons. Lines. That one gets dug up. Chesso lets it go. There's an attack error by Emma Price, and Marquette goes up 3-2 now. Vandenberg back at the line. Hannah Vandenberg, 3-time high school conference player of the year, totaled 2,433 kills in her time in high school, as there's an ace for Hannah Vandenberg, who had 235 of those in high school. And she was the 2017-18 Wisconsin Sports Girls Athlete of the Year. And that success immediately translated over to her time at Marquette. As I mentioned earlier, with the injury of Lines, she broke right into the Marquette rotation and played an important part for the team that made it to the NCAA round of 32. That one too hot for Vandenberg to handle. Off the top of her hands, Hannah Carl gets the kill. That's her fourth. She's hitting 250. Marquette hitting a crazy 403 in this match so far. They hit 526 in set number 2 and 343 in the first. Scrawback, Wolf, Lines into the middle of the floor. And that one's ruled on the ground. The low judge awarded that one to Marquette before the high judge, so was waiting on official confirmation. 5-3 Marquette now on the kill by Lines, and block error by Meredith Wallace, who now is hitting negative 429 in her first matchup as a Blue Demon. Wolf sets it up for Lines, not really in stride. Marquette in a weird spot right now. The Golden Eagles going to need to... Oh, that was a tough one. Rennie and Wirch, miscommunication, and Marquette loses the point that they should have had. They were scrambling there, and Marquette just couldn't get back into the style of play they wanted. 5-4 now the score as Hannah Carl heads to the service line again. Carl puts this one up. Scrawback, Wolf, Neusmeyer, and that one's off the block. Ball goes over to head coach Ryan Tice. 6-4. Marquette is up. Mosier back to the service line. She'll be the setter now. Wolf now in a hitter role, and she provides such versatility to this Marquette team. Right side, outside. She can set. She can play in the back row. She's an all-6 rotation player, and she gives Marquette a bit more flexibility and some important options out there on the floor when Mosier doesn't need to be in the front. Nice dig from Scrawback, the DS. Complete miss there from, it looked like Donna Brown, and Marquette goes up 7-4. That one's officially going to go down as a bad set by Phoenix Lee as it went over the top. Banez had a tough handle on that, and Marquette now going to get a try. Here's a swing from Wolf. Marquette gets it back over. Neusmeyer, Mosier, Wolf, and that's a point for the Golden Eagles. Taylor Wolf went down the line, and Marquette goes up 8-4. One pass there was from Neusmeyer to Mosier, from Claire to Claire. Would have been helpful if there was a third Claire on the floor for Marquette, but hey, 2 works. And there's an error from Claire Mosier, 8-5. Sierra Ellison, no N. And there's an ace. Or is it? Yes, it is. Bit of a weird play there. It looked like Marquette may have gotten it over, but quick stoppage as Scrawback thought she got it over, and then the official said nope. Ellison sends this one into the net. So once again, ace, then error from DePaul. Second time we've seen that today. Vandenberg trotting back on for MU. Wirch at the service line. where she is so dangerous for Marquette. That one out of bounds. But it's going to be a DePaul point. Looked like a net violation against Marquette, maybe. 9-7. I think live stats currently have it as an Avery Evans-Allen point, but the referee seemed to signal for an error. I think it was against Neusmeyer. 9-7. We'll see if Marquette brings in some subs as this set moves a little bit forward. There's a service error from Murhey. Blue team is shooting themselves in the foot here. 6 service errors in the game. And that's not something you can do really in any Big East match, but especially against the number 25 team in the country. Rennie, big swing, blocked, stays in. Avery Evans-Allen said, "Meet me at the net," and Savannah Rennie couldn't get it over her. So Avery Evans-Allen with the big block there. That one barely stayed in, almost on the opposite side of the tape. Mosier, tough set. That one's dug up. Evans-Allen, ooh, tough roll off the top of the tape for the Golden Eagles, and it is now 10-9. DePaul within striking distance. Allison Denneman at the service line. Denneman, junior outside hitter, transferred from Pacific. Former home of Caitlin Lyons as well. And that one is a service error. Denneman, an insanely athletic family. 6 relatives played Division I sports when they were in college, ranging from volleyball to baseball to cross country to tennis. And Denneman continuing that legacy. Shesso, nice dig. Back row attack for Vandenberg. Dug up. Evans-Allen finds the floor to the right of Katie Shesso. And it's 11-10. Banya is going to serve. Bit of a weird ball that went in there from Vandenberg, and DePaul was able to capitalize. That was actually Wirch who sent in the weird ball. Ball handling error against Murhey. She tried to set it from the ground, and that was not her best option. 12-10 now, Marquette leads. Golden Eagles up 2-0. As Vandenberg at the service line for Marquette. Big swing. Shesso gets it up. Lyons going to get an attempt. Banez over to the outside. Took a tough bounce off the net. Rennie, back row, out. 12-11 now, Marquette leads. Marquette having their lead slightly chipped into here by DePaul. The Golden Eagles trying to get a big win here, their second straight over a conference rival. That ball sent way back. Tough set. And it's going to be a bad set against Taylor Wolf in the scorebook. 12-12. All knotted up at the 1-2. There's another serve for Phoenix Lee, freshman setter out of Ontario. Marquette sending a free ball over. Let's see if DePaul can make use of it. Big swing. Looked like that one hit the pin, and it did. That'll be a Marquette point, 13-11, or 13-12 actually. And Rennie will now serve. Shesso heads off. Marquette so far today has been running this 2 DS lineup a decent amount, and it leaves at least one defensive-minded player in there at all times, as that ball couldn't find its way over the net. An attack error by Donna Brown. Or actually, that one's against Meredith Wallace. There's the official score. Wallace took the swing and got it blocked. And now another block from Marquette. Neusmeyer and Hope Wirch, it seemed, got up in the face of Donna Brown and smacked that one right back into the middle of the floor. 15-12 Marquette. Rennie serving tough, giving Marquette a bit of a run here. Banez up to Murhey. Here's a swing, blocked. Murhey sets this one up again to Wallace. Marquette going to get organized. Wirch, big swing into the back row, and that one into the stands. 16-12, the Golden Eagles lead after it was 12-12 and seemed like DePaul was threatening. Marquette fires off 4 straight points, and the Golden Eagles prompt a DePaul timeout. It really does work wonders when Marquette is able to get themselves in system. And when it goes from DS to setter right to the hitters, Marquette can work wonders. Marquette being led by 8 kills from Wirch now, 7 from Lyons and Vandenberg. 8 kills for Avery Evans-Allen for DePaul. Wolf just 3 kills today on 11 total attacks. Hasn't had to do all that much as far as attacking. She's been a setter more often than she's been a hitter. 3 kills, 11 attacks, but 16 assists and 4 digs. And that is where she provides some major points for the Golden Eagles, because she can play all 6 rotations for Marquette, and that is so important. So that Coach Tice doesn't need to utilize his substitutions any more than he would like. So coming back from the timeout here, it'll be Savannah Rennie still at the service line for the Golden Eagles. She certainly serves tough. The other night against Creighton, she had multiple service aces in a row and prompted a timeout from Creighton. Rennie now going to get another serve. And there's an ace for Savannah Rennie. Rennie gives Marquette a 17-12 advantage. Savannah Rennie, the 6'2 graduate student from San Diego, transferred to Marquette from Cal, has overcome a whole lot in her athletic career, including congenital hepatic fibrosis, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and a torn ACL in her true senior season last year at Cal. She's overcome all of it and now is in a sixth season of college volleyball, providing a veteran presence for this younger, inexperienced Marquette team. Donna Brown gets a point there for DePaul. And there is a ball handling error by Taylor Wolf, which gives another point to the Blue Demons. 17-14 now. Marquette has to clean up their play if they want to take this W home. Carl serving again. Scrawback. Wolf. And there's Lyons. That one dug back up. This one punched to the back corner. Chesso. Wolf. Wirch. A little tip shot. Right up and in. 18-14 Marquette leads as Hope Wirch made it a little interesting on that play. DePaul thought she was going to take a big swing, but instead, a little flick of her wrist, and that ball goes right over the top. Banez can't get there. Blockers can't turn around in time. Tough shot to defend. Moser almost sent that one long. Big swing. Scrawback gets it up. Chesso, Marquette going to get a free ball over if they can. But the point lives on. That one blocked to the net. And an attack error against Meredith Wallace. The hustle paid off for the Golden Eagles. Katie Chesso had to travel a long distance to get to that ball. And Marquette sent a free ball over. But they still win the point. 19-14. Got to force your opponents to make mistakes. And that's what the Golden Eagles did right there. Chesso. Moser. Vandenberg, big swing. DePaul gets it back up. Denneman blocked at the net by Taylor Wolf and Claire Neusmeyer. And that is another DePaul timeout. with a 6-point Marquette advantage in the third set. The Golden Eagles looking well on their way to a sweep in their season opener in Big East play. Marquette has been so impressive today in all facets of the game. 9 kills for Hope Wirtz, 7 from Lines and Vandenberg. 17 assists for Wolf, 10 for Mosier. Shesso almost up to double-digit digs. She's got 9. 6 blocks individually, or 7 total blocks, I believe, for Claire Nussmeier. 1 solo block and 6 block assists. No block errors, most importantly, for the Golden Eagles. Meanwhile, for DePaul, they've got 8 kills from Evans Allen, 6 from Price, and then from there it's 3s, 1s, and 2s for a lot of other DePaul players. They don't nearly have as much firepower as the Golden Eagles do. They have a lot of players that can swing pretty hard, but if they don't have the hot hand that day, then they might be in trouble against this stout Marquette defense. Donna Brown, Emma Price, Jill Presley, obviously Evans Allen, Sierra Ellison, Denneman, Carl, Wallace. They've all got heavy arms that can bring big points for this DePaul team, but so far today they just haven't. Marquette's defense has been too strong, and the best player for DePaul, Donna Brown, is hitting in the minus. She's at negative 125. 2 kills, 3 errors on 10 total attacks, or 8 total attacks, actually. Hannah Carl leads all hitters with 20 total attacks, as there's a service error from Mosier. She sent that one way long. So it's 20-15 for now. DePaul to serve now. Short serve. Shesso got her hand on it. Little tip shot. Weird set from DePaul, but play on. Scrawl back. Now up for Taylor Wolf. That one stays in. Wirtz gets a swing. Back line. Marquette back in system. Shesso. They get it up for Nussmeier. That one appeared to go out of bounds, but I think it tipped a blocker. Claire Nussmeier gets the kill for the Golden Eagles. That's her 6th on 9 attacks. Wow, she's hitting .667 for Marquette. That is unheard of. Marquette up 21-15. Serve from Wirtz. Denneman going to get a swing. Out of bounds. Tried to send it down the line, and she sent it far and wide. 22-15 as Wirtz goes back to serve. It's Mosier, Wirtz, Shesso, Wolf, Nussmeier, and Vandenberg out there for the Golden Eagles. Shesso gets it up. Mosier. Wirtz. There's an error from the back line. Attack error by Hope Wirtz gives a 22-16 lead to Marquette. Golden Eagles just 3 points away from taking this one in 3 straight sets. Here's Murphy serving. A standing serve similar to Martha Konovadoff last year for the Golden Eagles. Mosier sets it up for Vandenberg. Back up for DePaul. Here's a swing. Stays in bounds. That one found a corner. Marquette had no chance as Emma Price lasered that one into the back corner. No one was there. Marquette's whole defense had shifted left. And that one finds its way into the back corner past Mosier and Wirtz. Wolf gets blocked, but Marquette gets it back over, just barely. Shesso recovers, but there is a kill by Evans Allen, as it looks like an error against Nussmeier at the net, block error. 22-18. Murphy on a bit of a run. Marquette forcing a free ball over. Evans Allen and Marquette sends that one out of bounds. It looks like head coach Ryan Tice wants a timeout for the Golden Eagles. And he does. 22-19. Marquette leads here in the third set, but DePaul threatening. The Blue Demons have taken 4 of the last points, and Marquette needs to figure things out. It was 22-16, or it was 22-15, I should say. Now it's 22-19. A lead is never safe in volleyball, no matter what. So Marquette wants to take time here and figure things out a little bit. Get themselves back in rhythm. Get the proper personnel out on the floor. Marquette's stuck in a bit of a tough rotation right now, it seems. So giving them a bit of a respite and figure things out. You're only up 3. But with 3 more points, you can take the game. Much worse hitting percentage in this set for the Golden Eagles. They're hitting 152 compared to 526 previously. DePaul, on the other hand, still hitting worse than Marquette with 105 in this set. And they're hitting 120 overall. That is a testament to this Marquette defense, holding them to a 120 hitting percentage all game, and the best attacker for the Blue Demons is hitting in the negatives. 10 kills for Evans Allen today. 7 from Price. Wirtz has 9. Vandenberg 8. Lyons with 7. We'll see if Wirtz can tally 1 more, get herself up to 9. 22-19. Chesso. Now Vandenberg gets it off the hands of the block. 23-19. Marquette leads. Rennie comes back on. Chesso to serve. Katie Chesso serves. Low serve. Mishandled. Free ball. And Taylor Wolf smacks that one in the back corner. It is set point. Marquette right back in it. Down just 5, though, is DePaul, so they can still storm back. Can't count out the Blue Demons. Caroline Dragani comes on for Marquette, the setter. Marquette block gets up. Here's a swing. Dragani going to set this one up. Vandenberg can't get it. Here's a swing, and Vandenberg, or Wirtz that was, got it up. Dragani, Rennie, cross. Marquette gets the point. The Golden Eagles take set number 3, 25-19, and Marquette sweeps the DePaul Blue Demons at the Al McGuire Center. A dominant performance from Marquette, both offensively and defensively. They performed insanely well up at the net with Claire Nussmeier totaling 6 blocks for the Golden Eagles, and a ton of players near double digits for the Golden Eagles as far as kills. Hope Wirtz led with 9 for the Golden Eagles, 8 for Hannah Vandenberg, 7 for Lyons, 6 for Nussmeier and Rennie, and 4 for Wolf. 12 assists for Claire Mosier, and Wolf led the way for Marquette with 17. Chesso got up to double-digit digs with 10 in the game. And service aces, Vandenberg led the way for Marquette with 2 of the team's 5. Meanwhile, for DePaul, it was 10 kills from Avery Evans-Allen that led the way. 7 from Emma Price and 5 for Hannah Carl. Murphy with 22 assists, the starting setter. And as far as digs, Allison Denneman made a comeback in the digs and had 9, while Banez, the libero, had 5. 4 total blocks for Emma Price leading the way. And just like that, the Marquette Golden Eagles advanced to 5-2. Still number 25 in the country, of course. That wasn't going to change based on this one game. But the Golden Eagles, a dominant performance in all aspects of the game. And Marquette advances to 5-2. And they will play DePaul once again tomorrow at the Al McGuire Center. So that'll do it for me here on the call of Marquette versus DePaul. Thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of some Big East women's volleyball. The final, Marquette takes a 3-0 victory over DePaul in a dominant performance, both offensively and defensively. I'm Dan Abington. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great night.